It's literally a great day, man. Heavenly day. Nothing but knowledge on a Sabbath day. Wait for some people to get up in here real quick. Yeah, it's gonna be a great day. As always, man. It's gonna always be a great thought. It's gonna always be a great way of living. How are you? I'm great, Elijah. How we doing? How we doing? Right now we just chilling, just vibing today. We at peace, but of course we got some knowledge though. So I'm infinite. That's a great way to feel. Lilia, that's a heavenly way to feel. That's a great answer, honestly. But how is your mental health today? You know, like what you've been, like what did you accomplish? What did you go through? All of that. Like I would care to hear about that. Yes, sir. Wait for some more people to get in here. Oh shoot. No, the time ain't gonna start yet. Yes, sir. How we doing? I'm good. How's your mental health? I ain't gonna lie, my mental health is it's prosperous right now. It's definitely the deja vu moment, you know, so that's why I'm living in it right now, basically. Like, my mental health is always gonna be tiring, but no matter what, we got some people to wake up. That's as simple as that. We got some people to wake up. So it's like, no matter how tired I am, I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta make sure I get up, keep on working hard, keep on spreading spiritual knowledge. But what is spiritual knowledge to a spiritual being? You know, so my mental health is everywhere. Overthinking, always. Always. And shoot, thank you for following me too. What's your name? Kwame? I'll probably even say that right, knowing me. But honestly, we're not gonna wait too long because y'all, you know, some of y'all got your skin glowing, princess. You don't got time for it today, not honestly. Peace and love. Peace and love to you. Peace, love, and heavenly realms, heavenly insight to you, beautiful empathy towards you, prosperity, abundance to your family, all of that. So I appreciate you for that. But we're not going to wait too long. Let's just go ahead and get right into it because I know y'all have a great Saturday ahead of you. Thank you for joining too, whoever this, that's Miss Lala. But yeah, I know you have a great Saturday ahead of y'all. I don't want to take too much of your time, but just to help you understand, like, we still in spiritual warfare. You know, we have to keep on staying ahead of the curve, basically, because we are in these lives. You know, we have to understand that every day we're learning something new. So like today is a Sabbath day if you believe in that. But what is a Sabbath day when every day is a Sabbath day? So every day to me is Saturday, and that's how you should live as well. But you have to make sure no matter what, you're giving yourself time to the Almighty Creator. So it's like you can spend your Saturday playing the game all day, smoking some weed, drinking alcohol, going to the club, playing sports, or going to the mall. It's like you can do all these different things to please you physically or your ego subconsciously. But when are you giving time for your spiritual Creator or your Almighty Creator? Many people aren't doing that. So it's like if you're not spending time with Almighty God, whatever you call God, then it's like you're not going to be able to get into that frequency that you want to live in. So in order for you to live in that, it's like you have to make sure you live within yourself. So be right with yourself. I'll say to you as well, Nathaniel. But be right within yourself and live within your means. Like, basically be loving and mean towards yourself. Like, be honest with yourself. You know you can do better. Alex, bro, back. I never left. But be one with yourself. Like, literally, everything's a contradiction. The war's over with our enemy. Now the war is ourselves. And what's crazy, that's a great perspective too. And what's in here, disclaimer as well, you have to be open-minded to have these conversations, because if not, you will get offended on by your subconscious thoughts. I'm not talking to you, but I'm talking to your ego. So I'm talking to your demons. If you do get mad, I am making your demons mad on purpose. Checkmate. Now, you are correct, because the war was over the enemy, but yet and still, there was never an enemy. Why? Because our subconscious is our enemy. Literally. So yes, the war is basically ourselves. Every single day, we have to understand that we pay our ego to be enslaved, basically, every single day. Let's get this bitch started, man. We're gonna talk about, because somebody asked, they had a request for a teaching for crystal cities, cloud cities, and underground cities. So like DUMBs, basically deep underground military bases. So we'll talk about that. But of course, you know, they may suspend, God forbid, but they may suspend the law, because you know they're always watching. It is what it is. So this will be on YouTube. Some does happen, but God forbid. But crystal cities, cloud cities, and underground cities as well. My ego higher self is John of Patmos. So basically, you just named your alter ego. Good job. But now, as far as crystal cities and cloud cities as well, before we get into this, for one, once again, you have to be open-minded. These cities, first of all, they don't exist, but I'll be lying to you by saying that. These cities don't exist, but I'll be lying to you by saying that. Meaning that, for one, you had to actually be out of your body to experience a crystal city or a cloud city. So let's start with the crystal city for one. Did I start the timer for class? I sure did. Let's get into it. All right. And then for people that are going to ask too, do your own research as well. Don't sit here and just don't take notes down saying, oh yeah, that's facts, I'm gonna write that down. No, be your own teacher. I am literally a student to your teaching, so I'm projecting what you already know spiritually. So therefore I'm learning from you, meaning that whatever you hear is neither right nor wrong. It's just information for you to open your mind, because we are still closed-minded day in and day out. So I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I'm lying to you by saying that, which is why spiritually I will guide you to the water, but I will never make you drink heaven. Let's get into this motherfucker now. Excuse my French. Crystal cities, for one, they are an imaginative. He is correct for sure. Crystal cities, for one, and for somebody asking too, yes, I do take notes. That's what I was doing before I went live. So before you start asking, you're just making shit out your ass. The proof is in the pudding right here. Do your own research. The internet is free. Meditation is free. So they're an imaginative center made entirely or primarily from a crystalline structure. We're on crystal cities right now. Their light will shimmer and be translucent if you are high enough. So you have to be out of your body to experience a crystallized city. Meaning that, like Agartha, for example, you have to actually descend your consciousness to get into a higher consciousness. So if you've never seen the new Godzilla and King Kong movie, I'm gonna make a video on that too. But they were talking about crystallized cities. Like, so the Iwi, the tribe of the Iwi, whatever you want to call them, there's major crystallized structures or civilizations to where these beings, so Agarthans, what do you want to call these higher intellects, they live there to where now their ecosystem, their way of living is far beyond what we can comprehend. But of course in King Kong, they were telling you what deities live underneath our realm. These cities are portrayed as existing in fantastical landscapes, so crystal caverns, ice caves, and other worldly realms as well. Meaning, like, yes, basically, if you went into Agartha, if you went inside of the earth, if you went into a crystallized city, so there are different, like, so basically as above, so below. So in King Kong, the new King Kong movie, I'm gonna show you to where there's a clip to where, like, throughout the whole movie, they have mountains up top of their sky and below their sky. So basically, crystallized cities are a mirror, like a reflection of each other, higher and lower of themselves. So this realm of existence thinks that it's reflecting itself off of itself. That's exactly why, like, if you see different mountainous areas in Agartha, it's a projection from a higher thought process. How are you, brother? I'm heavenly. How are you, family? How are you? Goddamn, I thought I was getting robbed for a second. That was funny. That was funny, so be it. But that was a joke. Please do better, because that actually sucked. And your delivery sucks. So it's like, you got to do better with your jokes. I ain't gonna lie. Great, man. I appreciate you. Now, examples of crystal cities can be found. So if you study mythology, folklore, and speculative fiction, the symbolism is for purity, enlightenment, and transcendence. Literally. So once you study that, so it's not wrong to study mythology or folklore or any mythical tale, because these tales were told by somebody. So a fool was wise enough to tell these stories, but it's up to you to believe them. They're not going to guide you to the water and make you drink it. You have to research within yourself and just meditate. So it's like, if you say, I don't have a book on crystal cities or whatever the case may be, it's like, that's on you, because you have to go within you. So you a blood or a crip. I don't gangbang. I know what you're trying to do, too. It's like, I ain't gonna lie, if you're trying to troll, bro, you suck at it. I ain't gonna lie to you. And we at peace right now. Like, you childish for that. I don't gangbang, nor do I have to, because I have a gang behind me. And you can't even see my gang. The hell? Now, cloud cities. So, for example, y'all can see this cloud right here, right? Savor the energy, guy. Oh, yeah, of course. That's why I'm not showing it no attention. Like, not today, bro. I'm in the mood to teach. Will teach myself to you. So, like, these clouds behind me, right? These are where different thoughts are had. Yes, as a teacher, you're not telling people that to think, but how to think, question, research. Thank you, Celestial. I appreciate you. So now with cloud cities, right? If you're sober, you won't comprehend it. If you're sober, you won't comprehend it. If you are sober, you won't comprehend it. What do I mean? For one, even though you are sober, you are still high. So what is getting high? What is a drug when your mind is a drug? Therefore, drugs do not exist because your mind is the drug. Because of that, you had to actually go beyond your mind to actually comprehend cloud cities. Meaning that if you were, so like let's say, oh, now just within, facts. If you went within yourself and you meditated, you can actually go and talk and communicate with these entities. Why? They are in your mind. So physically, they have a vessel, but they do not have a vessel. Why? Because they're actually etheric entities. So as you're in motion, as you're walking, you're literally walking in a cloud civilization of different cities or thought forms. So it's like California, like New York, Miami, Chicago, Atlanta. There's different cities in these different realms of existence to where it's like open up a computer, like open up a printer, open up like the back of your machine. Look at it. That's exactly what we are in. So we're a bunch of energy going through a different maze. So we're maze runners, literally, in physical sense, even in the clouds. And let's go and get into that, because holy shit. Okay, so now these concepts, they float or hover in our sky, and they're shown as ethereal or dreamlike. I see also emotions, anxiety, depression, etc. as entities as well we are picking up on. Exactly. So it's like slavery is a higher projection. I'm saying it again too. Hey, Celestial, who are you? Cause you gotta give me a fist bump, cause you know the fuck you talking about. Good job, shorty. Good job, my fault. Good job, goddess. So yes, exactly, because now like as we keep awakening, because now you're becoming awake. So yeah, welcome to spiritual warfare. You have been asleep beyond 2024 years, meaning that what you feel is what you already felt. What you feel right now is what you already felt. What do I mean? In your dream, in your higher dream, literally where that cloud is right there, you are beginning to think that you're watching this live, but the whole entire time you're watching this live through your eyes. So you're actually going live through me in a physical dream-like state of mind called earth or hell or heaven or a stage or a school, whatever you want to call your subconscious mind. Literally. I'm new to TikTok, but I feel you, followed you. I appreciate you. Literally. So it's like, if you're sober, you won't comprehend that. Like, you have to actually be out of your body to actually know what you're doing in the astral realm. Once you know what you're doing in the astral realm, it's like Doctor Strange. You can literally walk through a multiverse and literally watch yourself, observe yourself, and be able to make your dreams your reality. Because you're literally living in your reality right now through your dreams. That's what that's why they say your head is in the clouds. Yeah, because you're daydreaming. You're living in reality during the day, and then you're sleep on it at night. Think about that. You're sleep on your reality at night, but you're daydreaming. You're daydreaming. Come on, man. Come on. These cities are imagined being suspended among the clouds, accessible to guiding different aircrafts, airships, floating platforms, UAPs, and many other vehicles that deities use that have no name or majestic means. Now, the indication for this is a sense of wonder and freedom, because if you are in a cloud-like realm, like think about it, because we are living in realms. So if somebody says, is the earth flat, is it round, whatever the case may be, thank you for sharing, thank you for liking, and thank you for following as well. I do appreciate you. QAI, I appreciate you. I was able to leave my body once when I was 10. Never been able to do it again, sadly. By you saying that, you'll never be able to do it again, sadly. Don't never say it again, all right, God? Thank you. Speak into existence, all right? You are the lower image of the Almighty Creator. Speak highly of yourself, God. Excuse me. My bad, y'all. You already know I'm up there. If you know, you know. Excuse me. Words are spells. Exactly. Hey, thank you. Bro, you're sharing this live like crazy. I appreciate you. Hey, but you know, the less the better though, because they can't suspend the live. So yeah, they have no name in their majestic means. So like, search up different UFOs, UAP online. Go to DuckDuckGo. Go to below. Go beyond different pages of Google. It's like, go beyond page 5. Go beyond page 10. Don't look at the first article that you see on the internet. It's not going to be real. Now, examples of these cloud cities, like you can see them in science fiction, fantasy literature, films, and artwork, and they provide a setting for adventure, exploration, and you'll have an encounter with an otherworldly being that you don't realize is hidden in our plane of existence. So once you meditate, so like that's because somebody will be like, how can you comprehend that? Like, how can you see that? For one, physically, I can't. It's not like you can open a door and just be like, oh, okay, this is what the clouds look like. Wow. No, that's not going to happen. So mentally, you have to actually go within yourself. Boom, like you had to transcend your ego, because once you transcend your ego, you're basically now, if you have a projection screen, like go to like Walmart or Target, right? Those projectors, or like even when you were in school, projectors. When you're in these realms right here, your mind, as you're meditating, your mind is projecting visual. Thank you, Alex. Exactly. Your mind is transcending your visual through that observation. So you're basically observing yourself from a lower plane of existence into your higher heaven. So if you are not in heaven with this brain, and this brain right here, if your all three brains are not aligned with your 7 chakras, your 7 bells of illusion have this solved basically, you will not be able to experience the cloud-like illusion or a realm of thinking. Now let's get to the underground cities. This shit gets dark. Shit get real dark. But Agartha's down there as well. Beyond Agartha as well. Hey Darius, how we doing, Goddess? I appreciate you for joining. Now, underground cities, right? We have subterranean realms. So even below that though, like you see in Neclone Tyrone, underneath this grass right here, they literally exist among us basically. So what do I mean? So before I even get into that teaching right there, before underground cities, understand too, somebody be like, what's the point of having an underground city? Exactly. What are you hiding? Exactly. Occultism, witchcraft, mysticism, alchemy, all of that. Once you get into like these different ways of duality or polarity, understand like the Baphomet, the balance. So if you see the Baphomet, actually study it, right? Because somebody be like, oh, that's demonic, that's satanic. You're not wrong for saying that. But what is Satan to God? What is God to Satan? They're the same entity, good and bad, because good and bad don't even exist to the universe, literally and figuratively. Now, good boy, hold on. Thank you for following as well. I see some entities while I was at the store. Yeah, you basically see them through your perception. You're that enlightened. Now, as we keep going further, you got to ask yourself this question too. It's hard to comprehend, but let's go ahead and like try to comprehend this real quick. People get kidnapped for a reason. Doesn't matter what age now, because you can be any like of age of whatever age you think you are. You can still get kidnapped. Why? It's all part of the script. If you ever watch the Truman Show, if you're new here, all these different movies, like just think about what's really actually watching you live your life. So where if you're not paying attention to your child or yourself, you will get, who knows, God forbid, but you just know you had to actually be awake. Because I want to speak that into existence. Can you stop flying near me, please and thank you? All right. So once you actually be able to, like, once you're able to comprehend that people are not actually people, what do I mean? So when Archangel said entities, right, at the store, people get scared of that. That's where like the whole Miami incident happened. It's like that was nothing but a projection. For one, so you can say blue beam, whatever you want, like what's that, the beam, like whatever that beam project is, whatever the case may be, these are nothing but dreamers, like skinwalkers, like actual entities, like dimension jumpers, astral travelers. So they're traveling into a different dimension within our mind. So they actually do exist, yes, and they come up to the surface to harvest our energy. Why? Because we trust money, and God we trust, but what God do they trust on their dollar bill? So many people have been coming up missing lately. Exactly. And it's like, it's so, if you Googled it every day, how many people go missing, it'll update itself every single second, every single minute. Who is keeping tabs of this? Who is sitting there saying, okay, he was kidnapped, she was kidnapped. Like, how do you do that? On top of that, if that's the case, how do you think money is able to be funded like that? How do you think, like, why do you think we're working so hard for people we don't know? Like, we woke up one day and just said, I'm gonna pay bills and I'm okay with that. I'm gonna pay for car insurance and I have no idea why, but why question it? Nobody can answer my question anyways. Why do we pay for car insurance? Nobody knows. We just do what? Follow the program. Oh, I need gas for the car, because if you don't get the gas, what happens? Taxi, Uber, like, you know what I'm saying, like AAA. Woke up and followed their rule. Exactly. So yes, these underground entities, they came to the surface 1 year, one year, because how did we get to 2024? Exactly. So 1 year, they woke up and said, let's get started. Mind you, they didn't just wake up, they descended from their awakening. So we are at war with who? Nephilim. They never died. They're still here. So yes, when you see kids on Target ads, when you see them on Walmart or commercials, hey, my name's Billy. No, because once that commercial ends, up, lights, camera, off, cut. Come on, Billy. You know how I like it. Pause. Like, come on, bro. And we sit there and saying, that was a great... We have no idea what that child is going through. On top of that, you can't just be born and you just walk into a entertainment industry to where you're just being seen as a kid or you're becoming famous as a kid. No, because somebody sold you into that enlightenment. Now let's get down into it. This is beneath the Earth's surface in Dums and Agartha. Often seen in Dums means deep underground military bases. And Agartha, often seen as networks of tunnels, chambers, and interconnected spaces out of our space of mind. Literally, like, and what I mean too, our mind can't comprehend this shit. So like, peace to you, God and Goddess. Who just said that? Let me go ahead and greet you. Starseed, peace to you, God or Goddess. Outside of our mind, right? What do I mean? Because somebody be like, well, how do you know this shit? Meditate. You know everything spiritually. I promise the Almighty Elohim, whatever you call God, you know everything spiritually. Use your spirit. I promise to God, you will know everything once again, because you are what? A divine being. I am that I am. Now, when you are actually able to feel and be empathetic, once you can find out that God is playing hide and seek within your heart, now you become empathetic towards these other spaces of mind, because you're not just living for yourself in this dimension. No, you're not. Because now, as you go higher and lower within yourself, you are living through these kids or these adults, because there are no kids here. What do I mean? These are ancestors. So we have to save the youth with our knowledge or our information, or we will kill them surely but slowly. That's why it's up to us now. Take accountability. Yes, it's hard, boo-hoo, so what? You have to work hard, because don't forget, death is not promised. And on top of that, these realms are nothing but consciousness. So imagine being born as a baby, as a child. You have no say, so you can't even speak English. Your mom and dad says, sweetheart, we don't have the money to take care of this child. What are we going to do? A nigga who thinks logically and who's that evil will talk to his higher ups. Let me go and slow down too, because boy, they might get this shit suspended. They will talk to their mommy and daddy, their elite mommy and daddy, and they'll say to themselves, I need some money. We cannot take care of our children. And thank you, and to people who left, thank you for leaving, because you can't comprehend this shit anyway. So now, they will say to themselves, I need some money because I cannot keep up with this child too within my wife. So what can you do for me, boss? I can get you this deal right here for maybe $1 million for the body part. You got the whole baby? For sure. Okay, I can give you like maybe 10 mil. 10 mil? That sounds amazing. Thank you so much. Yep, I'll meet you at 5 o'clock, all right? And delete this call too. Actually, what am I talking about? The CIA can do it for themselves. Y'all keep leaving, man. No, let them. Let them. It's up to us to break the glass ceiling. What the fuck? We must first have the awareness, but that is there first. Exactly. Now, as we go deeper into it, they are constructed from occultism reasons, including shelter from natural disasters, protection from enemies, which is us, and trafficking with no cars included. I'm going to say it again. Trafficking with no cars included, experimentation, puppet playgrounds, and hidden refugees for secret societies. They shut the food and everything important and let everyone fight for it. At work, at home, it's getting bad. But see, a lot of people claim they're, like, no offense to you, by the way, EB King. A lot of people claim they're spiritual, right? They gangsta light workers. They had to, Jay. They had to. Because we are actually at the Christ consciousness. So therefore, we are preaching what Jesus Christ was preaching. Because what was he preaching? Common sense. It's not common anymore for a reason. Now, E.B. King, you're not wrong for saying that. But the thing is, though, we have to learn about manifestations. We manifest their creativity. So, for example, if we think that an apocalypse will happen, we have to manifest that. Earthquake. We can't stop an earthquake that is actually man-made. What do I mean? If we live in a dream, how can you manifest an earthquake? We have to believe an earthquake actually happened, to where it's so common, to the point where we say, what the hell was that? That's an earthquake. An earthquake, what is that? Now, Google can actually tell you what an earthquake is. And there were some people in these different landmarks who get hit by earthquakes. Who is coming up with this shit? Bro, I used to watch you. I appreciate everything you taught me, fam. I appreciate you too, family. And what's crazy? The work never stops. It never stops. We must kill Satan's ego. Every day. We will always kill Satan's ego. Why? I am that I am. Your passion on this is refreshing. I appreciate you, because it's crazy. Like, I'm at peace right now, to the point where I'm gonna go overtime today too, by the way. But we have to, like, we're not gonna be here forever. Like, I don't think people understand that shit. Like, people will wake up every single day and they'll just watch TV all day. What did you learn about yourself? Like, imagine doing that every day. Even if you have kids, you do that every day, to the point to where when you are about to die, you think to yourself, I could have did so much with my life, but yet I watch shows that never mattered to me. But wait a minute. I'm okay with that, because I'm happy. What is happy? How is God happy when he's mad, supposedly? But how does a title get happy or mad? I don't see how. It's shit crazy. Like, how does a title get mad or happy? Time's easy to dissect us. Who the fuck made a second? Exactly. Come on, man. Like, who made the concepts, bro? Like, this shit's amazing to me. So, examples of underground cities: They Clone Tyrone, Dumbs, Doctor Strange. They're symbolic for mystery, resilience of human ingenuity in the face of adversity. Now, we got crystal cities. We got realms. I'm talking about realms now. The realms in the crystal city. So, if you're in like a Gartha, or if you're in a crystalline, structurized process of thinking, different entities. So you can be on shrooms, LSD, acid, you can meditate, pray, whatever the case may be. But if you close your eyes, you go within yourself, you'll be able to actually astral project into these cities. So somebody will be like, because we always got the closed-minded people out here, right? So in order to comprehend that, to people on YouTube, Facebook, whenever this video goes viral, speak into existence, right? You can't walk physically through these realms, but I'm lying to you by saying that. What do I mean? If you had a Stargate portal, you can actually walk into these portals. But the thing is, though, we're so busy living our life in a hamster wheel, we can't comprehend this shit. How many dimensions are there? There's infinite. There's no number on God's thoughts in a different realm. There are no number realms. Like, there are infinite amount of realms. So you exist in infinity, literally. So what is space? Who told us about, like, what is that? It's the ocean inside of your mind. I heard Thomas' spell they have on Tiamat. I want to talk about Tiamat and Marduk, or Satan as well. I'm going to make a teaching on that too. But she's waking up. I love to learn and ask questions. Also, when you said she's waking up, she was never asleep. She was always awake through us. But of course, Marduk split her in half to create what we're in right now. Been scared the Matrix. Should be fun when I'm flying around. You feel what I'm saying? Like, at this point, once you get there, it's like, there's no point to be sad or mad or happy while you're just in bliss. So you can do whatever you want. Like, you don't care about the Matrix no more. Like, I hate saying that word too, because it's watered down now. But the Matrix don't even exist. Why? Because you can't break free from your ego. Because once you die physically, mentally, you're going into a different realm. And of course, there's more Matrix thought processes and experiments. Oh man, your life contains things that may find uncomfortable and has been restricted. Every time. Oh my God. Every time. You can't make this up. Time's only real when your mind believes it is. How do we meditate? And what's crazy to people who've been here in the beginning, I told you so. How do we meditate? Go within. Why y'all reporting? I ain't gonna lie, it's not them, but it's them. So the people who are reporting, they work with them, obviously. Because if you are open-minded, you wouldn't report this shit. Don't forget what Morpheus said to Neo. They are part of the system. There are people who are sentient beings. It's okay, family. Don't worry. I'm going to keep on posting every single day. Like, this shit real. This is for real. This is not a joke. My nigga, like this, there's a reason. Yeah, is that you say agents, you can say AI, you can say CIA bot, you can say whatever you want. Just know they know you like we know them. Don't forget they're programmed by archonic beings. I'm watching this on YouTube. CJT, hey, I appreciate you, JMTV. All right, let's get into it, though. Yeah, let me go and be careful, too. Whoever said that, thank you. Let me go ahead and try to speak in code, sadly. I told you I'm neither right nor wrong, too. Y'all still report this live. Crazy. That shows how smart we are. All right. So now, realms. Folks who are disempowered have trouble with those who stay in their power until they wake up. What else can I follow you on? So, TikTok, Instagram. My Instagram is the same thing. YouTube, Facebook. Yeah. But I'll usually post on everything, though. Did you do a roll call? Because I'm late. Honestly, you're never late. You're still early. Because don't forget, I do overtime, fam. Actually, what time is it in class right now? We got 31 minutes. And what's crazy, I forgot the class even started. But yeah, we got 31 minutes because time does not exist in these lives. Why? Because we're learning forever. Now, let's get into realms. Please guide me into wise words that won't get me suspended. Almighty Creator, please and thank you. Crystal cities exist in etheric realms where the boundaries between the physical and spiritual world will blur out our subconscious mind. These realms, what's my YouTube? Divine Messenger 777. Like up the live. I appreciate you. But yeah, it's in my bio as well. But it's Divine Messenger 777. And so beyond our subconscious mind, these realms are living as luminous and otherworldly, with crystalline landscapes that ring with energy and light. So, with that, right? In a crystal city, you're basically used to living it up. You're basically living it up. So every day is like SpongeBob and them jellyfish, like dancing and shit. Can you speak on the Akashic records? I'm gonna say it like this. My Akashic records are so open, pause, to where I'm speaking through them right now. You have to go with them. Because basically, It's like a Fausten bargain, right? Because like there's actually an entity that guards your Akashic records. Because why would they open the door to knowledge that you can't comprehend? Once you can meet. So before I get into this, I'm going to cook this up real quick. No stove cutting on though. Before you open the door, the corridor to the Akashic records, I appreciate you too for subscribing. Once you are about to meet the guardian of your Akashic records, for one, you don't talk. You use telepathy. This guardian will literally think to itself if it wants to open up this vault of knowledge for you to comprehend. Meaning you have to actually kill yourself before you actually walk into yourself. Oh my God. You had to kill yourself mentally to find yourself spiritually to actually comprehend the Akashic records. That's the only way. So now once you do that, then the guardian, your gatekeeper, will open up your corridors, your Akashic records. You will become awakened to where now you become an overthinking thoughts. Don't fly near me. You become an overthinker of overthinking thoughts. What do I mean? Meaning that you'll have trouble sleeping. Why? Because you have ideas that nobody can comprehend. That's why with some of my titles, I'm pretty sure somebody's like, bro, how do you think of that shit? Critically think within yourself. Find solitude, go find heaven, and bring your ideas into fruition. Articulate it, become smarter, change your vocabulary, open up a dictionary, the thesaurus, go meditate, go sun gaze. Information is everywhere, it's infinite. Why? Because it's a reflection of God's mind through your perception or your ego. What kind of DM you want? Instagram, TikTok, all of that. Now, deities and consciousness. And these cities, these inhabitants, revere. Revere means great respect for. Deities associated with light, purity, and enlightenment. They believe in alchemizing the power of crystals to attune their consciousness to a higher vibration and connect with divine realms. Literally. So it's like people, right? We call like Jesus or Yeshua or Satan or Lucifer or God. We call God a title. Same thing in the Crystal City. They have their own type of gods, and I do have some names for you. But they give their enlightenment, their purity to these higher enlightenments. But in the commandments, don't have other gods before me. So should you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, if it tells you, don't have other gods before me, so who is God then? Come on, man. It's a title placed upon your consciousness. You are God, but you forgot about that. Why is that? Because if you were born knowing everything, you would tell yourself, I promise to God, you would tell yourself, well, I know everything. I literally mastered everything that's impossible. It's still possible, but I'm still living. What's the point of me living when I'm already dead? So I might as well just kill myself. It's like God knew that before you knew that. So once he did that, he said to himself, we had to limit God. That's why humans are limited. That's why we can't levitate. I wish I could fly back home. I wish, but we can't. We can't. But I'm lying to you by saying that because you actually can, mentally. Way of living. The way of living in Crystal Cities is able to empathize. Flying near me and shit. Is able to empathize harmony with nature, spiritual growth, and the collective well-being. Beings below deities fertilize a deep frequency for our natural world and practice rituals to honor the elements within celestial forces. So yes, even in the Crystal Cities, they are still enslaved just like us. Because what is slavery? Oh, I forgot. Our subconscious mind is programmed to love it. We love slavery because we're actually born in it. So as soon as you're born, think about that moment you were born. You can't think of it, can you? When you were born, you're basically born into hell. What is hell? Subconsciously, it's your heaven. So what is heaven or hell? We don't know. That's why man-made concepts or religion or systems made it up. Because it's a mental thing. You have to actually feel heaven. It's a frequency. You have to speak it and look like it. You know what heaven or hell looks like. Just like David in the Bible, David, Samuel, Saul, like people, even so the Hebrews, Israelites, we were all black before there was a white person. So by us being carbonated beings, we're actually the real definition of black because black is death. So therefore we are all dead. So what is death? Meaning that for one, so we're all carbonated beings. What do I mean? Before there was light, there was what? Darkness. That's already you. So now as you're being you're thinking to yourself now, okay, what am I going to do to make sense of myself? I'm going to create myself in different physical vessels. Asian, Palestinian, Dravidian, Israeli, white, whatever the case may be. Now, when David was reigning and Solomon and all this, Abiathar, Adonijah, Bathsheba, one of David's concubines, he had 10 concubines. So as we're when we were enslaved, even back in BC time period, David already, first of all, David was actually God. So like, what I mean, like anointed, David already knew what was going to happen to these Hebrews, which is basically you. So by this happening, now you're thinking to yourself like, oh shit, like I can't wake up unless I'm a part of their lineage because they're actually fallen angels. So history repeats itself. So we are still enslaved to fallen angel mindsets. What are you saying, bro, for? Even though I already knew that. Because our birth certificate. Before my granddaddy died, he said, close your eyes, you can go anywhere you want. This realm should be prioritized and navigated spiritual. Exactly. Facts. What's your name? I'm going to give you some credit for that. Jay Azul. I appreciate that. Like, that's a fact, though. Like, because we were never supposed to be limited. We were all supposed to walk through portals and actually experience life outside of our own life. But we wouldn't know too much about ourselves if we did that. Purpose. And the purpose in the Crystal City, if you're an entity of that, people think slavery is just physical, spiritual also. Yes, we're in World War III right now. Purpose, spiritually. But the purpose of life in Crystal Cities is to attain spiritual enlightenment and ascend to higher planes of existence. Entities will strive to purify their minds, bodies, and souls using the energy of crystals to heal, empower, and uplift themselves and others. So as you're down there, like there is no fearing. There is no fear down there. Why? Because these crystals are able to open up to who you actually are. So somebody can say, I don't believe in crystals. That's witchcraft. What is witchcraft? Every time you speak or think, you're under witchcraft. What are you reading? My homework, fam. I go on my notes, and whenever I'm meditating or before I make a video, I always place information in my notes. I just type it out. And I research it too. So I spend days or hours like researching. Like I lose sleep because of that. Why? Because this shit is crazy. Then you typed all that, copied and pasted it, and edited it. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm not one of those people. But yes, so it was already written, but I don't plagiarize. So I took out words, put it in my own enlightenment. Because I didn't feel like typing everything out. Like, nah. Oh man, I want to connect with you. The whole English language is spells. Thank you, BC. Exactly. So we should never be talking English in the first place. We should all be quiet, actually. Oh man, I want to connect with you. Oh, of course. Even like, it depends though, because I don't trust people. Because you already know some people ain't motherfucking real. Every language is spells. Exactly. So yeah, now cloud cities. Let's go into their realms, all of that. Because I love that cloud right there. Hold on, y'all can't even see that, I don't think. Like that right there. That right there. So now, etymology, facts. So with that realm, cloud cities float among the heavens above our ego, suspended in the sky by an unseen frequency from out of this dimension through advanced technology. What do I mean? So for witchcraft, right? We are so asleep under hypnosis. We believe that tomorrow's Sunday. What does serum retention do? Talk about God, live through the frequency of God, helps you manifest your purpose into reality, helps you attract anything you want because you're a magnet for success, because you are disciplined into putting your ego in solitary confinement, because your ego wants to have sex but you don't. Spiritually, you don't have sex because what is sex? When you have sex spiritually, you're having sex with yourself through that woman or through that man. So physically, you're having sex with a different vessel, but spiritually, you're having sex with yourself. Oh yeah. These realms are seen by endless skies and clouds that you see every single day or every other day, even chemtrails. So a chemtrail, like if you see a chemtrail in your sky as well, that's basically negative programs living in their enlightenment as well. So it's like, cause shit's so crazy, bro. Once you go beyond like the sky that we comprehend, right? Once you go beyond that enlightenment, it's like we can't see what they see. They see what they can't even see. But the thing is though, as you're doing chemtrails, it's like these beings that live there, so deities in consciousness, these deities that live there, they know like what is happening. And it's like they're killing us, but they're also killing themselves through us. So it's like they also got karma as well, because nobody told your dumb ass to place clouds in our skies to basically make us age. So every day you breathe, you're aging because of your oxygen level. That's why you have to make sure you're taking care of your health, bro. Because I can't say don't breathe in air. That's impossible. But if you wake up, the air we breathe is poison. It's like, think about all these cars, these trucks, all the negativity in the world, all the words, right? Like all these spells, everybody's like, all the misery, people getting shot, all the blood being shed. It's spread everywhere. So it's like we walk outside. Oh shit. It's like we're taking all those downloads because we are actually experiencing God through all of us, through our own perception. So we are literally egotistical. Deities in consciousness. Residents worship deities that meditate within the sky, air, and physical freedom. They believe in transcending from earthly limitations and expanding their consciousness to embrace the infinite capacity of the cosmos mentally. Oh, for real. Being awakened has raised my anxiety. No amount of prayer regulates me, but it helps always. Because you're just awake of yourself. That's the scariest part. Because for the ego does not want to wake up. So once you awaken your ego, now who are you? Because your name can't limit you no more. So whatever name your mom or dad gave you, you know that's not you anymore. So who are you outside your ego? Some people will never be able to answer that question. But the thing is, though, if you think you're your name, so if your name was Sally or a Dalmatian, whatever the case may be, you are believing a program. So a cat does not know it's a cat. We named it a cat, but it does not know it's a cat. But their language, it will say meow. But that meow holds weight. Why? Because the cat is actually talking to your stupid ass. But we're so ignorant, we can't comprehend animals. So we are actually supposed to be talking to animals, but we lost that way of thinking. Why? Because we are born to die and live in ignorance currently. Meaning that when you are born, you are thought to go to school to learn something new. But what are you learning that's new that you already know spiritually? Why do we care about presidents that are programmed by archonic entities? Why are we worried about celebrities that are programmed as entities in costumes? Why are we looking up to idolization of costume characters? Why are we laughing at a circus act? Why are we so used to living in the circus as an act? Come on, man. This shit is crazy as fuck. This is crazy. And then people wonder why they're so miserable. Because imagine the creator is actually trying to help you leave hell. But you're so fixated on knowing what you know. You say, look, God, I don't want your help. I know how to get to heaven. Say less, my child. Do you? Since the Big Bang till now, because for one, just look it up. The Big Bang supposedly has been here for billions of years ago. How do you know that? How can you tell us as human beings, per se, as they claim, or as rats, how can you tell a rat your mother giving birth was billions of years ago? Who came up with that number? And then we just said, you know what, science, that makes sense. When science comes from Lucifer's enlightenment. So who really helped Adam evolve into itself? Anyways. So it's like, now once you think about it like that, bro, and their way of living, and Cloud Cities is practiced by innovation, exploration, and adventure. Beings have embraced a nomadic lifestyle. Nomadic means a way of life for people that move from place to place and do not reside in the same area for long. So you can travel through a floating island or discovering different horizons in this infinite sky. So somebody will be like, a floating island, you're talking bullshit. Exactly. You can't comprehend it. Meaning that you're not, so outside of our ice wall, right? There's technology, because we're under witchcraft. So anything is actually possible. So there are islands that we've never been able to see before that can actually float above our mind or comprehension of our mind. Meaning that in order to get access, you have to actually ascend your mindset to actually be there physically. But we can't do that in this realm of existence. Why? We're born to go to school, go to work, go to college, graduate high school, work a 9-to-5 job, or become an entrepreneur, or sell pussy, or be on OnlyFans, be video game motherfuckers playing all day and shit, be athletes, be rappers, be musicians. We have all these distractions that don't matter. So once we're born into that lie, oh, now the elite, all they gotta do is sit back and say, yeah, we got them where we want them. They fell for the cheese that's poison, that's expired. We fell for expired cheese. Come on, man. Come on, don't eat dairy for a reason, bro. Purpose. The purpose of life in Cloud Cities is to seek and entertain knowledge, experience, and connection with the higher universe. The Cloud Society is driven by greed for discovery and desire to unlock the information of our cosmic reality, pushing past boundaries of exploring and enlightenment. Boy, you ain't never say, so pussy, life repeats itself. No, literally. No, but like, it's just sad, bro. Like, think about like people, there's some people who are born to get like fucked over. Pause. Like and it's just like we just see them for their art. It's like if only people actually knew like what happened to their favorite icon. Like imagine if people actually knew what happened to like Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan or LeBron or KD or like Steph Curry or like Tiger Woods, like all these different people that people look up to. It's like even rappers that have died per se. It's like even Tupac, or whatever the case may be. It's like people look up to these people that aren't even real people, first of all, because you never met them before. And when you meet them, can you comprehend their enlightenment? Because once you actually once you commit that Fawcett bargain, you now open yourself up to duality of enlightenment. So you sold yourself for a temporary experience. You're a sellout. But the thing is, what is a sellout? When you are selling out before you were actually born. So we're actually all sellouts. What do I mean by that? Now we gotta go to underground cities before they get mentally drained and replaced. Did you ever feel guilty for smoking? No. I got guilty before, but I told myself, like, no, because I don't have to be constrained to that enlightenment. So, like, weed is consciousness. So it's like I don't need it, but I want it. Why? Because I can feed my addiction and still afford it, even though I may think I get broke afterwards, but I don't get broke because why? Money comes to me easily. So no matter what, I can smoke it whenever I want, because either way, it can't alter my mind, because my mind is, even though my mind is altered every single day, I can awaken myself and put my ego in check. So it's like, nigga, we gonna teach today. Like, get up. My ego's like, yes, sir, I got you. I'm the boss of my mind. My mind cannot control me no more. And weed cannot control me either, nor alcohol or wine. I can't make this shit up. I'm awake, just like you, but I'm still asleep. Okay, how much time we got in class? 13 minutes. Great timing. How do I erase my ego? You basically just asked, how do you erase your existence? You can't erase your existence. So you'll never be able to erase your ego. Real spill, you're still in control, flying the plane. You're lagging, I think they make you lag. Am I still lagging? I love Zaw. Love and hate it. There's pros and cons to it. Am I still lagging? I hope not. You're going to put it in the box. No, you're good, fam. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, let's get to underground. Woo! It says underground realms. Hey, there's some avians in the sky, too. If you see a bird, it's an avian. Look that up. All right, let's go ahead and skim through this bad boy. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, underground realms. He's not lagging. Your Wi-Fi just trash. Damn, Zen, peace, brother. Don't. Chill. You're not lying, though, but chill. All right. Now, underground cities, right? They reign beneath our surface of our dimension. Hidden from the light of day. These realms are seen and shrouded in darkness and held in a state of mind. In a labyrinth of tunnels and caverns and labs and pods and program. Damn. Stop smoking, kids. And programs that stretch deep into the earth's depths past Agartha. Meaning, for example, if you're going down, it's like if you were born to be down there, right? I kid you not, because you can astral project down there. You're gonna wake up. Somebody's gonna be a Zeta Grey's Anatomy. Take you to the hospital, per se. So, switch that birth. They're trying to get your throat chakra, my boy. But I also did do a little, something. I hit that shit, pause. Down where it's Shield and Leviathan and Draco Reptilian thing. Hey, EB, you're not wrong though, but you're not wrong. Down where? So I call it hell. Meaning, like, for example, the news will never cover it. That's how dark this shit gets. Now, in these realms, right? So, as above, so below. This is where, and they clone Tyrone as well. If you go down there, if you're born in this enlightenment, it's a realm of existence. So, if you were on a plane, you can look down at your city. Imagine the underground just like that. I'm gonna say that again. Imagine you're in a plane, like a physical plane. You're on your seat. You look down at your window. You see your city. Imagine that underground. Now imagine hearing screaming vessels. What do I mean? I'll let your imagination run wild with that. Imagine you hear beings crying, shouting, pleading, begging for mercy. And you got different entities that don't care for that. Shut the fuck up and let me do what I do. Sad. And on top of that, with our society, people look up to these people who actually look up to these different demonic forces. So that's why I tell people, like, you should never idolize a celebrity. Why? They are just like you. The only thing is, though, once you get into that enlightenment of celebrity status or whatever the case may be, you're basically selling yourself short. So you will never be happy with that money because you still owe it back. It's not yours. So it's like you're doing all this shit, and mind you, you're getting fucked over for a deal that don't even belong to you, and you're still enslaved, and you're okay with that. Why? Because you want to shit on your hood or your family or your friends. Well, I made it out and you didn't. Who gives a shit? Excuse my French. So now it's like, if you actually astral project, like pay attention in your dreams, because you can see this shit for yourself. If I'm lying, God can strike me down right now. Exactly. So now, once you go deeper into that, it's like, who is watching your life? Who is watching your life now? Because once you actually do sell yourself short, your soul, because you can't sell your soul. Once you sell yourself short, who's in your body? Don't forget, get out. So a neuroscientist can literally be in your mind. Your therapist, your teacher, your mentor, your sensei. That's why you have to teach yourself through someone else. Contradict everything, question everything. Once you're born into that, you can't do that. So imagine you being 5 years old. You have no idea what's happening. You wake up as a baby. You look around you. You can't talk, but you're about to cry because it's like, who are you? Why are you coming near me? You look over. There's babies this way. You look up. There's babies all around me. What is that? What is going on? But now you got different people just like us. So imagine you working at like a power plant, or what's the word? A factory, a grocery store. Damn, what's the word for that? But yeah, so imagine you're just working like in that environment. Like you're working hard, you're sweating. Sweatshops. Imagine being in that environment with different entities now that you've never seen before. As a baby, now you like, oh shit. But shh, don't tell nobody. Because what happens if you actually do tell somebody as a whistleblower? Your consciousness will get knocked off the map. That means that you'll reincarnate right back into this dimension, and they know that shit. Don't talk about that shit. That's exactly why the CIA exists, for a reason. This shit get deep and scary for a reason. That's why the rabbit hole to God is not comprehensible. It's a cliffhanger. God is a cliffhanger. You will never be able to comprehend it. I can't even comprehend it. The only thing is though, bro, you gotta awaken spiritually to comprehend what God is doing mentally. That's the only way to comprehend God's thought process. That's how evil God or that title is. God is a frequency, not a title, or a being or a physical being. God is everything and nothing. God, so if you ask God, what's your name? What's your identity? Wouldn't even answer. Wouldn't even answer you. The way of living. He's at the highest level. Exactly. Now, the way of living, underground cities revolves around surviving under any means necessary. Resources and solitary confinement. Within the mind, body, and spirit. The beings that live through these harsh conditions of the subterranean, slow down, God, of the subterranean realm, with uncomprehendable underground gardens, and they have precious minerals, and they have a strong bond with underground dwellers. Like Tippy Top. Exactly. Beyond Mount Everest. So now, the way of living. So beyond these underground realms as well, there are harmonic realms that you can go into. So it's not all hell like illusions, but there is heaven down there. But the only thing is, so we'll never truly hear his voice. So I'm not gonna be, what's your name? Leah. I think that's your name. I'm just calling you Lee. I do apologize if I said that wrong. But by me saying yes, I'm lying to you. So yes and no. What do I mean, right? What do I mean? When you open your mouth, God is talking through you. When you open your mouth, God is talking through you. But what God am I talking about? Because Satan, our big brother, our big sister, Lucy, Lucifer, Yakub, Prometheus, and Zeus, whatever you want to call your ego, is talking as well. So what God are we talking about? You will always hear his voice. But they'll call you schizophrenic for saying that. Be careful. God is your thought process. So you're hearing both God and Satan's thoughts combined into your mind. Love yourself and hate yourself. Purpose. Inhabitants seek to maintain balance and harmony with the natural world, remembering the sanctity of their subterranean realms for future generations and their bloodline. So inside job as well. Watch inside job again. The purpose for these realms These meds have messed me up. The knowledge, because of knowledge, I know. Jay, great perspective. Why? Angel and devil on your shoulder is real. Yes, exactly. Alex, appreciate you for that fact. Because, so Jay, great perspective, right? We got 4 minutes of class left. But we will also have 10 more minutes of class, because I'm not done yet. So Jay, the meds. If I say your guys, all of you, first of all, how does a projection get sick? How does a dreamer get sick? It's a virus. It's a program. So we are computer programmers. Who programmed the virus into our mind? Because our mind thinks that we're human beings. But what's a human being to God? Now, so basically we are livestock. We are sacrificial lambs. We are Jesus. Because what is that? It's a frequency. So the pharmaceutical industry told you that you need meds to think a certain way or to be alive. But they're killing you by making you live through their witchcraft, basically. And you're paying for it, literally over the counter. You don't need those meds. That's what's fucking your subconscious up. And your subconscious is trying to tell you, but it's so fixated on the Percocets or the promethazine, whatever you want to call these different over-the-counter drugs now. So your subconscious, like, once it takes that different drug, per se, or that pharmaceutical frequency, now it's like, oh, I love this shit. I'm numb to it. I need it. I need more. Give me more. It's like crack to you. That's why they need adrenochrome. It's crack to them. It's crack. Angel and devil on your shoulder is real. Exactly. Conscious and subconscious mind. Your guardian angels and demonic programs. Inside Out 2 is coming. Yeah, I do need to see that as well. Also has so much self-love, and from this perspective, hearing that's God is beautiful. Exactly. Once you know, like, God's logic. Like, the Almighty Creator, like, if you're logical, you know God. It's just that simple. God is Satan. But God is not Satan. Contradict everything, question everything. So yes, God is logical. Literally. They make you weak and feel numb. Exactly. Saul and they clone Tyrone got Jamie Foxx. Exactly. My body always rejected medication. It made me feel iffy. I don't know how to get off. By you saying that, you're lying to yourself. You know. Just stop doing it. It's like it's like that's my spirit trying to say calm down. Appreciate you. That's basically like you saying, I don't want to get off these meds. You know how to get off them. Just stop doing it. So it's like porn. Stop touching yourself. It's that easy. Just when you're about to watch it, just say, I'm better than that. Throw it away. Go do some push-ups. Go do some sit-ups. Wow, where'd you see this information? I want to learn this for myself, or do you pray for it? I'm going to say it like this. For one, I remembered who I am. So I have died before numerous times. By me dying, and I had spiritual awakening, so I took fungi before. And the most I took was 21 grams. So all 9 of my eyes they're awakened past their illusions. Literally. So I went deep into the rabbit hole. So my information comes from my third eye. And my third eye is still asleep, even though it's awake. But so I do not pray, because think about it. If I am made in the image of God, I say your guys, all of you. If I am made in that image of God, why am I praying for what I already have? Why am I praying for what I already have? If I am made in that creation, and this is my domain, why am I praying for a new car when I already have it? Come on now. I meditate. Because meditation and prayer are the same exact thing. The only thing that's different is their definition and physical title. They're the same exact thing. So yes, I do pray every day. Every day I wake up, I say, thank you, Almighty Creator. And I go into a conversation. So I'm having a conversation with God right now. And the thing is, too, when you pray, you're praying to Satan or Satan's frequency, because you're praying to the outside God outside of you. But when you go within, you don't have to talk to God. You don't have to. Do you ever read the Bible? Yes, I'm reading the Bible right now. I'm on 1 Kings chapter 2 or chapter 3 right now. So I'm talking about, me and my two people in my PlayStation party, where we learned about Solomon, David. So Solomon killed his older brother to get the reigning throne over the Hebrews or the Israelites or us. And David was about to die because David was becoming of old age. So David now is basically going to transcend. And Solomon, we're basically learning about how he's becoming enlightened to who we think he is. When people pray, they don't even realize they're talking to themselves. Exactly. Like, if you're a God, why would God pray to God? Hey, God, I pray that I have a great day. Like, what do you mean? Like, you're having a great day already. Oh, that's the timer for class. But guess what, man? You know we do some overtime. Some good stuff in there. Not saying it isn't man-made. Nah, the Bible, for one, I read the Bible. Yeah, even though the Bible's a false prophecy, it's still prophetic. So I read the Bible, but the thing is, though, I know spiritually, I'm reading a blank piece of paper. So basically, if I journal right now, that's my Bible. So where's the Bible? The Bible is basically to buy bullshit. So you're buying bullshit and you're paying for it. So it's a European's history book through our enlightenment. They lived through us and made names to mock us. So yeah, the Bible is like, it's a guide, basically, to leave this dimension. So I do read the Bible. Even though I don't like it, I still read it. Okay, that shit helps me. It helps me open my mind up every single day. So now, can you speak on Yellowstone? Basically like an underground volcano, right, in California. So it's like underground cities too. Underground realms are frequencies, enlightenments. There's different ways that they can make a volcano erupt. So like a volcano is like it being a physical embodiment of like the fire element, mouth of the abyss. You could say that too. So it's like wherever it's at, for one, if that shit blew up per se, I don't know if it'll kill all of us. But for one, we're protected by a higher order. So the higher orders are the Anunnaki, or what we want to call these Arturians, avians, reptilians, insectoids, and Lyrans, sirens, whatever you want to call these nano beings, whatever you want to call these entities. They won't let that shit, they won't let it happen. They won't let it happen. Could you please elaborate on the Bible saying we ourselves are gods? Now I can remember who I am naturally. Meditation don't work for me, but I know I'm saying it for a reason. Every day, first of all, meditation is a man-made concept, but you're not wrong for saying that. Pleiadians, you can say that too, and blonde Nordics. So could you please elaborate on the Bible saying we ourselves are gods? Yes, hold on with that question. Let me get through this shit. So, how much do we got? Okay, I like that question. Actually, I can go answer that before I even get into that. So, for one, it's telling you that you are actually God, yes. So, the greeting that we should be speaking is, hey, how you doing, God? How you doing, Goddess? You look good today, Goddess. I like your shoes, God. I like your hair, Goddess. It looks great on you. That's how we should be talking to each other. We shouldn't be saying, oh, yeah, Destiny, I like your hair. Who the fuck is Destiny? God don't know who Destiny is. Come on now. So, yes, we are God. So, if somebody, for one, if you say, I am God, like, I love you, God. I love you, whoever you are. If you say it to your mirror every day, to your subconscious mind, you will think like God. Literally and figuratively, because what is that? Satan told us, our subconscious mind told us that we are God, but he's lying to you by saying that. But he's also telling the truth. So is Satan a liar when he told you that you are a God through the Bible? Come on now. Like yes, exactly. We are one. The law of divine oneness. We are all one entity. We are God, but we are not the almighty creator. Why? If we were, why are we still enslaved mentally? So we're God, but limited. Literally. So greet yourself correctly. How you doing, God? You look good today, God. Thank you, Goddess. Thank you, God. That's a natural way of speaking. So now, the gods and goddesses of these different cities. Crystal cities. Lumina, goddess of light and purity, seen in crystal cities for her radiant energy and healing properties. Celestia, goddess of celestial realms and higher consciousness. Worship for her guidance and spiritual ascension. Prismera, goddess of crystals and gemstones, believed to channel divine energy and amplify spiritual vibrations. Cloud cities, the gods they worship. That's why they're enslaved as well. Mind you, all three of these cities, their beings are enslaved just like us, because don't have other gods before me. But wait a minute. We are God. Man, God's a liar, right? Ethereal, god of sky and air, worshipped in cloud cities for his mastery over the winds and the teachings in the heavens. Nimbus, god of clouds and weather, loved for his ability to shape the skies and bring rain and nourish the land, along with Mother Gaia or Kai. Zephyr, god of exploration and adventure, honored for his role in guiding travelers through the expanse of the sky. He feds our history because just like him, we scared of ourselves, us/God. Exactly. And also the title God enslaves us. Thanks for the knowledge, brother. Yeah, no problem, man. What's crazy, I was not gonna go live today, but I said nah, like I had to spread this enlightenment. Is Bible a fairy tale? Yes and no. Because We're living in the Bible right now. So we are in BCE. We are in AD. So in the year 5000, people will look at our history in the history books and say, damn, in 2000 through 2024, they had some shit going on. Yeah, but you're in the year 5000 now, and so do you. So we are living in a fairy tale through the Bible. So yes, like we prophesize the Bible. Like we make it come to existence. And they don't scramble it. Exactly. And on top of that, if you can read the Bible, you are under witchcraft because you shouldn't be reading anyways. Why? If God is all-knowing, why is God reading itself through the Bible? If God is all-knowing, why is the Creator reading spells from itself? Come on, bro. So we shouldn't be reading anyways. We shouldn't be reading, bro. We're ignorant. We are ignorant as fuck. We are ignorant. Underground cities, their god, Terra, goddess of the earth and the underworld, worshipped in underground cities as a guardian of subterranean realms and spirits of the land. Oh, hold on. Puzzle. We got a puzzle. Hold on. Verify to continue. I'm not a robot. We are not idle. We are alive. Literally. We're supposed to go within. Exactly. We are light beings inside a vessel of flesh. Exactly. So we're basically in a costume. I never read the Bible. I could never get myself to read the Bible. It just never felt right. You're smart. You're very smart. Okay. Of subterranean realms and the spirits of the land. She leeches off of energy of woman for her to manifest. Obsidia, goddess of darkness and hidden knowledge, seen for her wisdom and guidance in trailing the depths of the earth, consuming divine woman for its enlightenment that escaped ignorance and men. Dromos, god of tunnels and passages, believed to protect travelers and miners in the infinite underworld of underground cities. Literally. All right. Because that's basically it, honestly. Because all I got is crystal cities, I got realms, and then that's really it for the teaching. How do you go within? Easy. Go within. Now, let's get 10 more minutes of class, right? That's 20 minutes. Somebody's like, fuck yeah, dude. Let's get it. Actually, my fault. Let me go and get 20 more minutes. Let me put it on the clock. Yeah, somebody over there smiling and shit. Somebody's like, yes, I love this shit, man. I love you too, God and goddess. Close your eyes, bro. That too. But even when you close your eyes, they're still open. Literally. All right. Now, so crystal cities, realm of clarity. Imagine a realm or a world where everything is made of crystallized thought processes that shine, and the sunlight refracting into different colors beyond the rainbow. Clarity of thoughts guide purposes for the beings, and they navigate through the gleaming corridors and halls for work in schools and houses and other things among their society. Just found that out. Thanks for the extra time, bro. Yeah, no problem. That's why Epstein owns Nickelodeon and other children networks. And what's crazy, Epstein's a puppet. And people own him too. That's the thing. So basically, Epstein is trafficking himself through a child. Because he was trafficked as a child. Let me not go deep into that. I dream heavily. What do you believe that is? The most hard enemy showing me things. Easy. So you dream heavily. So basically you just said, I live heavily. What do you believe that is? Reality. Now next, the Most High or the enemy. So God and Satan are showing me things. Yes, they are. Deja vu. Your future self is showing you your reality through your dreams. Now, realm of reflection. This realm is like walking through a hall of mirrors where everything surface level will reflect your image back at you. Beings are encouraged to dive into introspection and self-examination as they travel the intricate maze of many and infinite reflective surfaces. Crystallized cities, by the way. We dream every time we go to sleep. But what is sleeping when you're awake, God? Realm of harmony. Harmony and balance are prophesied, and the deities live in tune with the natural rhythm of their environment. Cloud cities, their realms. Realm and ephemera. In its ethereal realm, clouds move lazily through the sky. So some of y'all can't see this shit, but so these clouds right here, if you speed this video up or this live up, you'll see that the clouds are moving lazily because they worked hard enough through the whole week naturally. Now, oh yeah, through the sky, and time always loses its meaning. So they always lose meaning of life when they're in there. People don't realize we experience death every time we go to sleep. Exactly, you are dying. The boundaries between dreams and this reality are diminished for a reason, and this creates a sense of surreal wonder for those who live within. Realm of serenity. Imagine floating in a soft cloud, surrounded by gentle and nourishing breezes and the calm sounds of leaves in a physical sense. Entities find peace through tranquility in a serene realm of life, where worries will melt you away in the clouds because that's still a lie. So even though you are peaceful in those clouds, so basically, so like DreamWorks. So if you watch movies, that little boy who's fishing on the moon, if you look at those clouds, you are basically laying down in a cloud. You are actually walking in a cloud. You are looking down at yourself like, wow, I'm making this live. So basically, I'm looking down on myself. That's why I'm always humble. Because why? I look up to who? Yeshua. So therefore, by us living there, we are living in a serene state of mind. Meaning that in the astral realm of existence, we are actually on this, like that cloud right there. All of us, all infinite thoughts, because think about it too, we live in a realm of existence. So we live in a flat pancake. So beyond the ice wall, there's infinite knowledge everywhere. That means that our realm goes on forever, because what is forever to forever, God? Oh, shit. What is forever when you are forever, God? So how deep does our realm actually get beyond Antarctica? We don't know. But they tell us in school and on these maps. Underground cities. Realm of depths. I seen an interview with Stranger Things was based on a real thing. It is. It is. All right, so descend into the depths of the earth, near and beyond Agartha, where wicked caverns stretch out in every direction known to God's thoughts. Here, darkness will reign supreme forever, and secrets that a human couldn't fathom are hidden in twisting highways beneath our feet in underground lakes. Literally, so it's like SpongeBob too. They have a beach down there as well, a beach of blood. I'm gonna say it again. They have a beach of blood. So if their water is blood-like, what does the sand look like? Now, what did I ask earlier, family? Imagine how many people get kidnapped every single day. I'm gonna ask you again. If there are underground lakes underground our feet, and the lakes are full of blood, what does the sand look like? And imagine how many people get kidnapped. What are they walking on? Save the children. All right. Realm of roots. Journey through a subterranean heaven where bioluminescent plants and fungi cast a godly glow. The beings that thrive here live in fertile soil and nutrient-rich waters. And they live in harmony with the underground ecosystem. I live in Texas and help people all ages on Amber Alert. You feel me? It's so bad. Some people, including me, had to turn it off because it's like, what can I do without getting killed? That's just fucked up, bro. I hate myself for that too. Cause like I want to help them so bad, but it's like, how can you help them by yourself? Well, you can't even. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. So yeah, realm of shadows. In this realm, whispers. Gotta make sure nobody popping up behind me. You know, niggas is weird out here. Likewise, in Ohio, it's bad here. Atlanta is bad over here too. In this realm, whispers, echo, and screams, and begging, and misery, and trauma, and nightmares are heard through these realms or caverns, and many shapes do a deceitful dance along the walls whenever you enter. So when you enter, so when I say dance, you're watching shadows move. So for one, let's say you're a teenager that got kidnapped, right? You go underneath these realms. When you're underneath them, now you're thinking to yourself, because subconsciously you've never seen this before. You look on the walls, you see beings doing whatever they're doing. Your mind is so gone, it's like you have no words now. And the person pushing your ass, because for one, you're strapped down because you can't move. If you move, you will obviously run away, I would hope. But then again, though, behind them doors, where you going, those corridors. So just like in heaven, there is a hell, physically. So now if you actually seen that, you can't run. They have you tied up for a reason. So now as you're on the wall looking, you will experience, hold on. People that explore how deep this gets will live through it and experience it, and they will uncover a dark truth and ancient demonic and angelic secrets. That's the end of this teaching as well, but now I'm finna cook up. We got 12 minutes. Let's get to this shit. All right. For one. All right. That's why you have to thank the Creator every single day. Because We don't know, for one, when you're clairvoyant, when you're psychic, when you're a seer or a revelator, just like Gabriel, Lucifer's brother, our big brother. Once you can see beyond the veil of illusion in society, you'll be able to see them when you astral project or when you dream. So now it's like you're observing the atmosphere and the atmosphere that you're in, because you are actually those children. Because don't forget, law of divine oneness. We are all one being, spiritually and physically. The only thing is, though, we look different from our ego, but beyond our ego, we look the same, because we are all what? Transparent. We are all luminescent. We are luminous. We are a luminous figure of Almighty God's essence in a spiritual form. We are a dream. His name within itself, God. Exactly. So now as you go deep within this shit, there are beings who are born to be enslaved, who are born to be trafficked for profit and for money. Because think about a pyramid scheme. The pyramid behind your dollar bill is there for a reason, because in God we trust. What God do they trust? God is dreaming right now. Yes, exactly, Sovereign. Yes, God is dreaming right now and he's talking through us, or observing his vocabulary through mine, through yours. Once you're born in this shit, it's like you have two options. Yakub as well. You can be a sellout, and you can be on interviews. You can talk crazy, but you're speaking truth. Nobody can comprehend you because you work with the Illuminati. Or you can be a part of the society and just get fucked over every single day and be enslaved to greedy and horny entities that you can't comprehend. So there's two ways for that. So, but then once you're in there, though, you'll never be seen. Some people will never be seen again. That's how sad this shit get. So it's like you're born into it. You have no say-so. Somebody brings you underneath your feet, your mom and dad's feet. It was crazy. Imagine if your mom and dad sold you for profit. For profit. That's what makes parenting hard for some kids, because it's like, how can you love yourself like that when your mom or dad sold you into a galactic slave trade? I'll make a live on that too. Because slavery came from a galactic mindset. It's when my heart can't take all this within our world some days. And that's understandable. That's understandable. That's why you just have to, it's like you can't pretend it doesn't exist. So that's just impossible. But it's like, live your life. Live your life and thank yourself that you're not in that situation. So, galactic slave trade, right? Understand that entities, they're enslaved by our mindset. So Anunnaki or Anunnaki, whatever we want to call these Nephilim or fallen angels, the fallen angels of our mother, Kai, or God. Because if God was a gender, it would be a woman. Because what woman gives birth, or what man gives birth? Like, come on now. So if God was a gender, it would be a woman. But anyways, but God's either a man or a woman. So this essence right here, it knew everything that would happen to itself. Meaning that before a divine story, so before the subconscious 3D existence, Almighty God already knew, because it was going to be born. As energy, we can't just float in the cosmos or the quantum realms doing nothing. It wouldn't make sense to God. We have to do something, experience something to experience God itself. So it's like now as God itself, we were like, all right, well, I'm going to make a game. And you're like, you're subconsciously, as Satan, you're like, what you going to do? Honestly, I just want to descend my subconscious thoughts and I want to figure them out in my own delusion. Wow, God, that makes sense, because don't forget, who was Robin to Batman? Who was Simba to Mufasa? Come on, bro. So it's like, who was the right-hand man or woman of Almighty God? The frequency that we are enslaved in day and day out. Our big brother, our big sister. Once, because he and she was that enlightened. That's why we're here right now. Once this being or this entity is literally a being, it had no creativity. So where did they get it from? Our thought process. So we are Google. Google stole its thoughts from us. Now, so once God and Satan had that conversation, duality, it said to itself in the mirror, okay, subconsciously, I'm going to enslave my thoughts so that I can escape my thoughts because I'm that strong. You know what? Let's make a bet, God. What is it? I already know what it is, but say it anyway. Okay, I bet you I can get this amount of angels or a ton of people to be on my army. Really? An army? What do you mean by that, Satan? Or subconscious thoughts? Well, I want to fight against you. You can't beat your mom and dad. Exactly. But don't forget, you told me to always be the strongest soldier and a chosen one. You said, Creator, many are called, but few are chosen. So was I not chosen to be the strongest soldier, God? You're correct, my son and my daughter. But fight against me, you won't win. I bet you I will. I bet you won't. Son, Holy Trinity. God the Father, God the Mother, God the Holy Spirit. So basically, who's the Son of God? Who is the light bearer? Who is the son and the daughter of God? You and I. So we are Adam and Eve. So, yeah. It's just so crazy, bro. Like, once the Creator did that, now, subconsciously, we went to war with ourselves. So think about a prototype. Think about if you have fallen angels that you handpicked by yourself. All these different beings that I named earlier. So like an Anunnaki or an insectoid. Imagine you mix it up. You cook it up in the kitchen. We have 6 minutes of class left. How we doing, Chase? So now, you cook this up. Exactly. There is war in heaven, mentally. You cook this up. These beings have no creativity. But what can they do? Harvest our energy. What did Goku say on the spirit bomb? Give me your energy, stupid ass. Like, so yeah, give me your energy. When we get on our energy, now they were like, oh, these beings are smart. Mind you, we can procreate with each other. They can't. So how did these fallen angels procreate with our people? They shape-shifted, procreated with women, and made Nephilim or giants. To where now different people were getting raped and molested, excuse my French, from these hierarchies. So Skull and Bone Society, Illuminati, but it should go Boule Foundation, the Vatican, shadow government. Like, this shit get crazy and wicked. So it's like, all right. It's like, all right. Once we keep descending in size, now it's like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to procreate, Jesuit family. Exactly. So I'm going to, and CIA, all of that. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to procreate with these women because you have to, obviously. So once you do, now you create hybrids. You create hybrids. So we are all hybrids of fallen angels. That's exactly why black versus white exists. That's exactly why slavery exists. That's exactly why division exists. That's exactly why good and bad exists. Because there is a family, a lineage that has manifested reality from our thoughts in a negative format. And we allowed them to. We allowed more than 13 royal families to enslave billions of thoughts or dreamers. Like, these are nothing but entities. So when people talk about human beings, what the fuck is a human being to a human being? None of us are human beings. We're all aliens. So what's an alien? When you've been alienated from your land of existence. Like, come on, bro. Like, what's the moon? Like, what is that? It's a UAP. It's a station outside of your mind. They had to move that to connect with you and project this reality from a higher plane of existence. People will be mad when I say I only want to procreate with a black man only. And that's the thing. Before there was white, there was black. Before there was Asian, there was black. That's why as black men, as carbonated men, we have to love our woman and get back to creating Yeshua or Jesus bloodline or lineage. Like, we have to wake the fuck up to create a bunch of Christ consciousness beings that walk the earth again. We had to. We're at war every single day. Every single day. Like, if you want to have kids, you have to awaken yourself and study what being a parent is like. You have to be okay with your child doing anything and everything because they're curious just like you. We're living in a projection of a hologram. So basically, God is a computer programmer. Literally, like, if you've seen the Matrix, the numbers on the screen, that's us. That's every life path number from 1 through 9. So somebody's watching your code and making you walk a certain way. So, but it's like when you have a spiritual awakening, when you do fungi, for people who do fungi, shrooms, if you do all these different things, even if you're sober, you meditate. If you wake up one day and you see yourself outside of your body, you will know that something is controlling you as a puppet master. And Saturn got a cube too. All these projects, it's all projection, bro. Like, shit crazy. We don't gotta go deep into it, but because I really don't give a fuck about this shit, honestly. But Knowing that Saturn got a cube, Mercury, the moon, bro, all these different black cubes that exist within our timeline, Jupiter, like, bro, they're just black holes, the abyss. They're throwing our mind into hell, into a black hole, to where it's like a toilet bowl. So when you flush a toilet, they do that to us every single day. So when you die, a creator, a being or beings are literally grabbing your mind, throwing it like this. All right, you go here, depart from me. Okay, so you didn't learn about Earth. All right, here you go. Okay, you're awake. Here you go. So when you get thrown like that, you get thrown up. So you're throwing yourself up in consciousness. But if you didn't learn anything, depart from me. So a being is literally catching your mind. Bye-bye. Okay, here you go. All right. Okay, no, you were awake. I got you. You can go. You can ascend. No, go back down. All you're doing is reincarnating now. That's all you're doing. You're just going back into a recycling bin. Life Path 11, 22, 33. Are they real? Yes. Yes, they are real. You can look it up too. It's on the internet. But we got 1 minute and 15 seconds. But thank y'all for this live and TikTok. Thank you for not taking this down, because I just want to post on YouTube. I just want to post videos, man. I just want to talk about God, honestly. Like, I'm not trying to, this is not a cult, by the way. I am not spiritual. I am not Christian. I am not atheist. I am not satanic. I am not Luciferian. I am awake. I am not here to force you to believe anything I'm saying. All I am here to do is give you information. I am a messenger from a higher state of mind. No, we need more overtime. I ain't gonna lie, I would love to, but when I talk a lot, because for one, I talk more than an hour. Like, I'm getting, like, my throat chakra pause is fatigue. Because I said too much. I said way too much. I had to limit myself. And I'm hungry. I've been fasting all day too. I'm tired. But I do want to edit this video, but we still got class. My self-love and energy too strong to dilute, honestly, just trying to be a better version of myself. Facts. Keep it up. I appreciate you. No, we need more place and I'll share my brother. As 93 beings, we have a natural one. Thank you. Overtime he gave us. Yeah, I gave y'all, because think about it. When class was over, I gave you 10 minutes. It was 3 minutes into class. I added 20 minutes of class again. Come on, bro. Like, think about it. I could do this shit all night if I wanted to, but it's like, I gotta balance. I gotta have balance, family. I got to. I be getting tired too. Cause like, to get this energy, like to get these thoughts, you have to actually you have to pull some quantum knowledge to even articulate this shit. This shit get tiring for real. Like, when I'm done, when I edit this video and I post it, I'm finna go to sleep. Cause I'm tired. Go recharge, exactly. And I hate social media too. It harvests my energy. It does. I'll be lying to you by saying that, or by not saying that. Can't put your eggs all in one basket. Exactly, sovereign. So everything, like, think about it, family. We have so much knowledge. I can provide you with knowledge for like years. Like it will never run out. Like, I am an infinite being just like you. But I think outside the box just like you. So I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. Always remember, stay awake, even when you're asleep. Always remember, you are God. No matter what anybody says to you, you are a human, but you are a limited God source or a God body in a human vessel. Don't forget where you come from. This is not your reality. You are here for a temporary period of time. Because don't forget, death is the only thing that's promised to human beings. So if we do die, you better know what to do when death is knocking at your front door. Because there is no, God, wait 1 more minute. No, there is none of that anymore. Your spirit will speak for you. So if you are not awake, you will come right back. That's what I'm trying to save you from. That's exactly why I am here right now, because I know what that looks like, and it's not pleasing. To imagine you see your reflection, God is saying as you, and you look and you say, you see your whole life and you say, I could have did this. I should have did that. I would have done this if this or that or but. No. Spiritually, if you don't learn, if you're ignorant, if you die ignorance, you will come back in ignorance. That's exactly why we are born to die, to figure out what the afterlife is. So yeah, I appreciate y'all so much. I'm about to go meditate, post this video on YouTube. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Tomorrow starts a new week. So basically tomorrow is Monday. So today's the 7th day. So yeah, tomorrow is the 1st. That's regrets and good. A mind is terrible thing in the waste. Exactly. But I appreciate y'all so much, man. And Thank God for liking. Thank you for all the beautiful goddesses that were just in here staring and mesmerized at their thoughts. Thank you to all my guys out here who were inspired by their own thoughts as well. I appreciate y'all so much, and thank God for tuning in. Always remember, I love you so much, and I do hate your subconscious mind. But because I hate your subconscious mind, I'm basically projecting what I hate about myself onto you. So I love you, God. Have a great day, goddess. Peace and love to you as well, Saint. And Michelle, I'll say to you, God, or goddess, my fault. Yeah, y'all have a great, wonderful night. This will be on YouTube as well. I'm gone.